MechWarrior live. Hi everyone, this is Gamer, and I'll be returning to Roguetech. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know what the. Oh, okay, now I remember why. I was like, why is the game not being captured? Glad I noticed that in time. Otherwise, it's like, oof, that'd be bad. Okay, yeah, looks like everything's working as intended at the moment. I was thinking of doing another mission, but then I'm like, this one is rough. Yeah, Lunar and Martian are just too unforgiving. So I could go to Cumbia. Rich Water World. Okay, someone's going for a Pobeda. I did one mission. It was rough. It's not pleasant. Let's go to Alma Alta because it's not lunar. Oh, those are just unpleasant. Because my pilots, I have mostly vehicles, so my pilots actually have a good chance of dying, which is not great. I can tell you that much. So, like, not a big fan of fighting on those. But yeah, now I see why people say lunar is pretty awful. If I fight it, I mean, I definitely want to avoid it. I think with the right builds, you could definitely destroy your opponents. And I hate it when they only give me like one mission. Alright. So I need 1.5. 2 is good enough. Utron. Islands. Yeah, it's nice to have like actual. Wait, can I throw a galleon there? Yes. It's nice to have like a terrain where it feels like I won't lose a pilot because if something bad happens, like right now I'm going vehicle heavy because it feels like yes, there's a chance I might fail the mission, but so far they're carrying the weight. Lunar or Martian, ooh, it's like all gloves are off. It's like this is the big league. This is the place where things are gonna be truly, well, I'll be truly tested. Actually, let me check something. I want to check Discord. Quick question. I'm just gonna ask my faction. When do you start doing lunar/Martian system mission? Because there's heat management. That could be one of the bigger issues. Or the garrison. This map seems familiar. It reminds me. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I think I've seen this map before. Like, this map looks familiar. And it does. This is a map where I first learned how bad mines are.
trees. Never know what's in them. Lock on, everybody.
Because what happened was there was a mine turret and it planted mines and it screwed me over really bad. Okay, so they do have turrets.
Got something you want done?
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. The Nidhogg is slow. It has like half of its movement on a lunar or Martian terrain. And that's madness.
What's up, boss?
I'm like, oof.
Affirmative.
Things are bad.
Firing on target. Negative damage.
They have 15 and 15. Doesn't look like they have a very big garrison. But they might have reinforcements. And they have turrets, so that does help. That does help improve their odds.
Roger.
Like, that's definitely a submarine. Come on. You don't even see it. Except for that. It's literally a submarine. Question is, can you see a turret? Maxim, Panther, light point defense, standard point defense, standard command. There's like one in the back there. Oh wow, that's a lot of AMS. I mean, I could go for this, which are like probably the best odds. Ooh, those were. Oh, I didn't use. Wait, yeah, I didn't use direct. It's gonna take me a while to learn how to use thumper artillery again. Yeah, this is not gonna go well for.
Tanks are faster than any other tanks in theater of operations. Forwards or backwards.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah.
Reporting heavy fire.
So my Nidhogg won't be very useful because they have such overlapping AMS that its missiles just aren't going to cut it. Your job is to pick off individual enemies.
Firing on target.
Get rid of them,
Reporting one left.
and then we'll go from there. Oh, come on. Of course you hit.
Ready for orders. Roger that.
Go right there. Don't poke your head over just yet.
One of them's in the river and the other one's on the other side, burning.
Let's try to avoid burning,
Faster than any other tank
especially
in
for
theater of
the
operations.
wreckers. And
Forwards or backwards.
who will get very lucky? I guess you, because you're not moving.
Bon appetit.
In theory, I could keep doing that until like they're done. Hey, thanks for the follow, Comrade Slaughter. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing?
Orders.
I don't know if you're here for Roguetech or not. Or just for like Battletech as a whole. I mean, in theory, I could. It's probably faster destroying everything. Just saw your stream on the. Oh, okay. Hey, thanks, appreciate it. I think you're the first person who came through that. Ooh, that's not good. Or arrows. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this talk now. Oh, it's
Affirmative.
missiles are a bit useless here. Fortunately. Let's save those.
Target acquired.
I'm not gonna waste my time if they're just gonna get shot down by the AMS.
That's its ass. You gotta hit it point blank, and you gotta hit it from behind.
Yeah, how experienced are you? Comrade? Roguetech. Darius. So push forward. And let's keep pressuring this Osiris. Yeah, as I said in the Discord, I'm a Mech player, so don't expect too much. Been playing about a week, 2 weeks. Oh!
Hey, Kelly, what the
Wow,
hell's going on
that's...
out there, man?
How are you finding it?
Continue.
A week definitely doesn't let you experience enough things. This mod has so much to offer.
Firing full complement
But
on
hey, hopefully you're enjoying it.
orders.
Let's target
Confirmed.
Osiris,
Reporting critical hit.
bully it, take it out quickly. I mean, maybe you have played the tabletops, so you're familiar with the whole thing. I still have to deal with that arrow.
Commander.
Not a big fan of. Ooh. Your lack of speed is really, really hurting here. My main save is up to 1400 days, and I'm dropping 500. Wow! You're making big progress for only a week.
What's up, boss?
I don't even think I have that many days here.
Acknowledged.
Do I? I could check later. Yeah, you must have played quite a bit. I still don't have a full assault lance yet.
One more for the
I'm still debating what to build. That's the issue. Like
How beautiful it is out here.
Oh yeah, a minefield. That's fun. Yeah, I'm in the process of. Like, as you can see, I have a lot of vehicles. I'm not doing like a mostly vehicle run. That was never the intention. It just sort of happened. Now I'm trying to think about which mechs I want to go for. It's a first world problem. It's like, what am I going to do? I put, frankly, unhealthy amount of time in. I mean, a week with 1400 days. I mean, it's your life, right? Find a balance. Don't let other people decide what you can and cannot do. But yeah, like, as long as you're getting enough sleep and have some kind of balance in life, then you're fine. But you know, you're best at determining what's best for you.
waiting for order.
That lady said. Like, I have 2 viewers who are here only for Roguetech. Ha, sleep, who needs it? Me. Because I'm getting old.
Alright, hit.
You're young, that's why you say that. Oh, come on. Oh, these mines are gonna wreck me. I need to find that arrow one. We're the same age. Are we? Oh, I feel old. If that makes sense. Yeah, I need to deal with that thermal bolt. We're the same age, but I feel older. It's a bad feeling.
Roger.
Now go on, get down into your hole. Tanks are faster than any other tanks in theater of operation. Forwards or back.
Actually, okay, those are sensor ones. Thank goodness. If they were anything else, it'd be pretty bad. Can't hit you anyways. Target that. But yeah, no, there were days when I could definitely, right, go through a whole night with like 2 hours of sleep. I'll be fine. But those days kind of came and went. Maxim's annoying, but not really dangerous. I need to take out that thunder hold emplacement. I don't think I have enough, especially not with that miss. I mean, if it targets the Nidhogg, at least I could shoot it down. Yeah, that galleon didn't fare so well. Which Nidhogg do you have? I have the one that has some rockets. It has bomb rack, rocket pack, and a snub-nose PPC. There are quite a few different variations. That's probably overkill, so not gonna. Maybe I should have placed it.
Fireman, don't say you're sorry. He's been trying to get us killed ever since we landed.
Yeah, there are quite a few variations. It does feel like it's mostly like depending on what you want to prioritize. Not the good one with Gauss and HGMs. Oh, that one.
One of them's in the river and the other one's on the other side, bro.
I mean, that one is good, except for the fact that if you have long dragged out fights and you need like ammo, like that one will run out of ammo, right? So it does have that fault. But maybe you're a better player than me, so you close it out before you run out.
Target neutralized.
But yeah, personally, right now I feel like Nidhogg is not. It's there for squishy targets, but otherwise it's not there for damage. For me, at least, they're more like drawing fire. Do what's needed to prevent other foes from targeting you. At least your other units that probably can't take many hits. I would never claim to be better than anyone. I just gotten really lucky on the Mechs. So. Hey, I've gotten lucky too. You don't have to be. You don't have to be so humble. I don't mind if people say they're better than me. Because I know for a fact that I have a lot to learn. So like for me, I don't mind if people are like, hey, I'm better than you. I'm like, alright. I'm just being me, so. I'm not in the race, so I'm like, I'm fine. I run a lot of Hag 30. I don't know what Hag is, unfortunately. I haven't seen enough to be like, just know everything by their abbreviation. Ouch.
Barely hit, Commander.
I mean, I'm glad I cleared most of them out, otherwise that would be really bad.
I copy. Critical hit, Commander. My flamer is.
I mean, I know there's a I think it's a Nidhogg that does a HVAC. Which seems pretty nice for like pinpoint accuracy. Hyper Assault Gauss.
Still up.
Oh, you have those. Man, you're really ahead. I've only got like one. See, that's why I don't know it, right? Because I think I only have one of those weapons unlocked. So it's like when you first said the name, I'm like, don't ring a bell.
Locked and loaded.
Right. They are the ones that like fire multiple shots. They're kind of like the Meg shot, but else quality.
On
I think
my
it's
way. Double
Meg Pulse.
Commander.
I think you know what I'm talking about.
Taking
But yeah, I've only seen, or at least I only got one of those. I'm assuming you already have like tons of railguns as well. I've been running into them a lot lately. Probably because you're doing higher skulls.
While our armies are
Wait, are you doing an online map or?
everyone's knocking themselves
I mean, I guess if you've seen it, you're probably doing online. Which clan are you? Which faction are you with? Nope, no railgun. I mean, you'll know if there's a railgun. I mean, that was a dumb question because I posted the thing on the online one. Hansa. Oh, okay. I don't think Hansa does a lot of expansion, right? At least I don't see them changing planets very much. But me. Yeah, these are the kind of loot I get. Grab that and this. It really depends on your playstyle, honestly. I don't think there's a right or wrong way. Right, just play what's fun for you, and that's pretty good. We defend our lands pretty much. Makes sense. Yeah, I'm just using. I joined the Valkyrie because they seem to be in the thick of a war, and I feel like it's a good time for me to learn various things and just get better as a whole. Because like I said, I have a lot to learn. Let's keep those, sell those. I mean, Hansa. I'm assuming Hansa is in reference to, what do you call it? In reference to the Hansa Republic in like northwest Germany? Doing a lot of trading in the Baltic Sea area. Or is it Northern Sea? Wait, I'm assuming that's what they're referring to. That's why they're going for a trade thing. Hansa was a chill place to learn, no real enemies, plenty of primitive to beat down and learn. For sure. I mean, I don't know where I'm gonna go after the reset. There's a lot of unknowns right now. Because after the reset, there's gonna be a lot of changes. When's my... Ooh, 4 days. Might have to jump around. Yep, based on the name after Hanseatic League. And the only reason I know a bit about it is because of I play Europa Universalis 3. Most people probably haven't even heard of that game. It's been a long time. Like that game's old now. EU3. No, I play EU3. The one before it. Yeah, I played 3. Because when 4 came out, my laptop couldn't handle it. Or at least I like to play a modern. Like I played Death and Taxes for EU3, and then that became the Mayu and Taxes in EU4, and I can't run it at all. My game was so laggy. Yeah, EU3. It's way back when. Oh, I like ambush convoys. They're usually pretty fast. Assassinate. Let's do this. I'm trying to do the relatively fast missions when I can. Alright, who am I gonna put in here? You are... yeah. See, I have more vehicles than mechs. which is probably not my intention, mind you. I didn't plan it. It just kind of happened. I'm looking at going... oh, okay. I mean, clan starts are rough, from what I heard. Especially like certain starts. Because if you go planet difficulty, your starting system will probably be like too difficult. So you have to go company difficulty. And even then, since Omni Mechs, which a lot of clans start with, you're facing some difficult odds. I mean, if you get through it, you'll be really strong. But yeah, start is probably one of the hardest. There's a half skull right near the start. I mean, if that's Ghost Bear, great. But if you... because I think each clan has one system, right, from the start. So if they have a 4 skull, then you have to go company. Otherwise, you are not going to complete it. Unless you go high variance, which doesn't actually lower the difficulty that much. Yeah, I'm thinking about how to change the difficulty. Right now I'm working with a 0.8. I think I could go a bit higher and still do well, but it really depends on which... but it really depends on faction I'm gonna join. Like, clan is enticing. Clan stars has pretty close. It's also not far from clan primitive or house horse. Like, they might be close, but it really depends on who you want to ally, right? Because ideally you could do the missions for that specific clan and then profit. But hey, what do I know? I mean, I might do it. It will be interesting. It might take a few tries. Plan is Tiberids at the very top right. Oh, okay. I don't doubt you. Just I don't want to give the idea that I'm questioning you. It's just that. Yeah, no, I don't know enough. I play company difficulty now. Oh, you do? Wow. My first game was company difficulty, and it was bad. I'm still learning.
Always with the negative waves, Moriarty. Always with the negative waves.
Okay, so a few of them have went. That looks like a bushwhacker and locust. I think company is actually easier, to be honest. I think at the end of the day, it really depends on your start. Clan might not be so kind. At least I wouldn't imagine it to be fun.
On the move. Full speed.
Like, it depends heavily on how they weigh or lance, right? Because if it weighs very high, oof, they're gonna be facing some tough enemies. And the thing about clans is they have what? Five enemies per lance, as opposed to the normal 4. I don't know why I was trying to move you. Didn't even make sense. I forgot to change it from airburst. I mean, it wasn't gonna hit anyways.
Negative damage.
It's more salvage. Not if you lose more. you probably are a better player. You at least have confidence. I think that goes a long way. But yeah, if more salvage means you lose a lot more, I don't think that's a great trade, but that's just me. I mean, I might go company and just learn. It does mean that my first couple of games might be rather rough, but eh.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, then don't lose. Yeah, I just have to have the mindset of don't lose and that don't lose. Easier said than done. Oh, it's a raven. I don't know what I thought. The locust. Okay, you don't need to get out either. I mean, I should target this group. Rough start yield greater riches down the road. True.
Got it, Commander.
Looks like we gotta find ourselves another bridge.
My problem is, I don't know if I'll survive long enough to see that down the road. It's like, oh, I'm dead. Well,
Ready to get it up.
I mean, the good thing is that if I do play company starts, I'll probably know early enough when it's too late, then I can just restart. I don't like to use like Alt F4 or something, crash to restart something. Feels a little cheesy for me. But that's just me.
A hero is some type of weird
Right, you're the
sandwich.
wrecker,
Up some
so
nuts
you
takes on
can't
3 tigers.
aim that far enough. That's when you just need to keep bashing your head into that wall, and eventually either the wall will break or your head will. That doesn't quite help, but I also don't care about save skimming.
Engaging target.
My head isn't that hard, but sure. Well, we'll see which is harder.
Saving you. Here it comes.
I might try clan start. I don't know. We'll see. I'm really curious. Must have a wheel of iron. See, my problem is I don't have that much free time. So if I have to constantly restart or whatever, then
I'm here.
I'm gonna be like, I'm not making any progress.
I'll raid
I need more free time, honestly. Since I work, I can't really sacrifice sleep for that. Now, if it was the old me that can handle no sleep at all. Of course, the old me also doesn't have to worry about a lot of responsibilities and stuff. So also that. Hunchback or you? Let's go for Hunchback.
Walking in all weapon systems.
Rip.
Failed to connect.
Get a little closer. The sensor lock you to improve my odds of hitting.
Got a sensor lock.
Ramp it up to 4.
Solid connection.
Ready.
And now I imagine the
Bon appetit.
clan space would be very action packed at the start. Well, best of luck. I'm off to lay down and watch some Netflix. Alright, thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. Enjoying Netflix. I'll still be chipping away at stuff here.
Got the drop on you, though. I'm sorry.
Got rid of that one.
Hostile removed. Taking heavy
Huh, that hunchback is in a worse shape than I thought it would be. At least stability-wise. Wow, his structure is exposed too. Berserk might just bail on me.
Hit there. It'll be done.
I wouldn't even blame him for it. Engine crit.
I think things are going.
That wasn't enough? Really? Oh, I was so close.
Reporting.
Guess it's because it's not a thumper. Not quite a thumper. In terms of the stability damage it can inflict. I don't know where that Raven is going.
Yes, Commander.
That Raven is like, I'm out of here.
On my way.
That might be a bit too close.
Live to serve.
Yeah, right now
Firing.
the galley is more like a annoying fly than anything.
Like that shot.
Wow, there's also the morale hit.
Getting angle on me.
Where'd the enemy? Oh, there's only one.
Well,
Right.
it's because
There
we're
was
dead.
only one that showed. Yeah, I've actually read the briefing.
Yes, Commander.
I would have known. Oh, I like those odds a lot more. It's gone. It's not surviving that. I don't know if 40 missiles would have been enough, but I'm not exactly
Full speed.
short on ammo right now. Unless they get additional reinforcements. My allies are kind of helping, so I'll take just burning this area really. Okay.
Got something you want done?
Yeah, this is the enemy units. Right, I have to double check. I'm like, it's not assassination, right? Otherwise, it's like, wait a minute. Wrong prioritization. Galleon.
Confirmed.
Oh, the Clint doesn't have much armor in the back.
Targeted for an outpost.
Not much, at least.
Locked on.
Alright.
Daniel.
I guess the strength Bandit has over my Demolisher is that it'll be much faster.
That hit something.
Ooh, if those could have hit.
Yes, Commander.
The line holder's stability. I was like, I almost thought it missed and just hit my galleon. I'll be like, ugh. That would have been terrible.
Heavy hit, Commander.
The mother beautiful bridge.
Wrecker.
Gonna be there.
I love how with the fog of war, for a moment I'm like, is that a valley? Like, can I not cross it? I wouldn't be surprised if I can't. My shield trump probably won't be able to get there.
On my way. Double time.
Oh, you don't have enough range. Huh. Interesting. Well, neither do they, but that's beside the point.
Target lock on enemy 6.
Yeah, against weaker targets,
I'm out of SRM.
this could do well. But I remember last time trying to fight a king crab. Oh, it was a.
All an ass.
I was trying to harass a king crab.
Roger that.
without extra support, it wasn't enough. Let's put it that way. Okay, so we had explosion, knock it down. Okay, second explosion.
Yep.
I mean, it's still alive. Is like, what the heck? Sensor impaired. I still need to chase after that Raven.
Now I'm taking it good.
Why don't you dig? How beautiful it is out here. Tanks are faster than any other tanks in theater of
Can you
operation.
hit it?
War was all
Actually, those are
backwards.
really good odds.
See, all the tanks are bigger and better than us. So that all we can hope
Or
to
disco
do is
lasers.
scare them away, you know? You got decapitated.
Continue.
I want some distance,
Giving them everything I've got.
just in case I
Waiting for orders.
mean, let's face it, if artillery is gonna hit, it's gonna hit. There's really no way for it to avoid it at this point. It's horribly.
Wait your command.
I think if the Demolisher, even one of its shots hit the Galleon, it's goner.
I hit something
That's
good.
so little. I mean, its structure is already exposed, so doesn't take much.
I copy.
Finish it off. Chipping away at it. I mean, odds are I'll probably just have to hit it hard enough. Knocking down is, I mean, it's still possible. Depends on where it runs. Alright. Fair.
Orders.
Go here. Aim at your rear. Only stressed. That's pretty impressive. Accuracy.
Yeah, you like this.
Thank you, game.
Salvage that.
Well, I destroyed most of the loot too. I guess that's the downside of mortars, right? They're effective at finishing off weakened enemies, but man, do they destroy most of your loot. But luckily, I'm not fighting this for loot. What do I want, if there's anything? 85, heavy rotary AC2. Apparently I don't have any. Ballistic accuracy. I don't have energy accuracy? Huh. Really? Weapon mount heat? The first time I've seen one of those. Guess I destroy all the heavy rotary. All the heavy rotary ammo. Yeah, something went kaboom. I have rotary ammo. Yeah, some of our vehicles can definitely work, but I could see how late game they might not quite cut it. I mean, it really depends on what you use. Like if I have the 2 brick MRM, the MRM, I think it's MRM. If all of them hit a certain spot, there's enough cluster. One of my allies took 4 Zell. Like here, I think, yeah. Someone else is in Pobeda. Yeah, I really want to avoid the lunar Martian. Wait, how much of a dent? 12? Not a lot, but it's something. Yeah, I want to take advantage of this opportunity. I don't know where Stein are defending actually. Fusion engines, not ICE. Unsafely before, it's not off, I just... Hull breaches. Alright, I noticed there were hull breach checks on lunars. I'm just gonna check. Yeah, I'm mostly hesitant. I'm like, I don't want to lose someone. I grew attached. It's like, no, what do you mean? He died or she died. I'm gonna accept my character. My character is invincible. I'm like, I don't with them. Whoa, they are. Okay, so they have supporting, they have reinforcements. Are you back here? Oh, I think I know. I mean, maybe. Maybe I know where. Somewhere here. Maybe in the lake. Oh, they have Nidhogs.
Okay, it looks like we got some sort of military installation up ahead, so make it the same deal as before.
That means... Oh no, he's here. Wait, what's this? Well, I'll have to... Oh, they have a Helipolis. Okay, things will be interesting to say the very least. I don't know where that PBC is going, but it was a 1 in 4 chance. Actually, less than that. So, can't expect much from that. Mauler. Have I faced a Mauler before? Oh, they have Archer, they have Wolverine. Okay, this is gonna be interesting fight. Battle of Fine Water is not great. I need out of there. Did that cavalry just get 2 moves? Seems like it. Yeah, Nidhogg versus Nidhogg would be one of the more boringer ones, unless one of them is built for anti-air.
Double time.
Air burst. Really? I always expect some higher odds. That. I guess what's strong about those that they hit the top. Actually, I don't know how the armor is shaped up top. Yeah, let's focus on the cavalry because it will mostly eat up my real lifetime. It takes so long to process the turns. Just need to hit it. And even that's a bit of a tall order. I don't like how their helipolis is 15 initiative.
Hey, look, those engines are turning over. We can sneak right up the edge of town. Nobody will hear us. Right?
That means it's gonna do quite a bit of damage. Why is it so hard to hit? Elevation? Maybe. This is where the Fury would have been really nice.
Copy that.
Can you sensor lock turn 1? Wow! That one, Hellstorm Artillery? Could be. Those are pretty good. Odds. Compared to my other odds. Wolverine. I do want to get rid of the Helipolis if I can, but I don't feel like they're just getting more turns than me.
Taking minimal damage.
Orders?
You are not gonna
Damage.
try. I might get really lucky, roll 0.9% and hit, but it wasn't likely. What does it even have? Oh, it has some missiles. I don't know what kind of missiles though. Probably like SRMs or something.
Standing by. Let's move.
Go here. Throw these at it. I mean, it's showing its rear, so can't say no to that.
Target's taking a critical hit. I'm here.
Let's see if I can draw some fire with the galleon. Better. I hit once this time. Oh, that's pretty sad. All things considered.
Like opposite.
It's their Nidhogg's turn. I'll probably go after the galleon. This might take a while. I don't have the Fury. If I have the Fury, I think I will have a pretty good answer to air units. I mean, maybe it will unload most of its cargo. It probably means I should be focusing on it. Yes, okay, I need to focus on it. I don't want it to unload the rest of what it has. Why is the Nidhogg easier? I guess it moved a lot less. This might hit both of them. Yeah, you need to prioritize that Nidhogg. The cavalry seems a little broken at the moment. That I need to keep you moving. Otherwise, you are not going to survive. It'll be basically a punching bag. Not the, well, there are no good kind. I was like, not the good kind, but I'm like, is there even a good kind of punching bag? Probably not. So, yeah, sucks that he already took this much damage. Wait, yeah, I could sensor lock it.
Sensors locked on. 10-4.
That wasn't very impressive. Oof.
A hard hit there.
There might not be much armor left. Well,
It will be done.
oh come on! Even with those odds, it's like, yeah, still miss a ton. Let's just, can my record get in range of that Mauler?
Target damaged. Concentrate fire. Get down.
Oh, it hit its own. Oh, that's good.
Full speed. Target.
I mean, those are pretty solid odds.
Firm.
If I could get the Greek MRMs. Okay, it is attacking. So that cavalry must have been bugged earlier. Wasn't quite sure what it should be doing.
Aye, aye. Got the drop on.
And let's deal with the Helipolis. It's actually the most dangerous, and the next most dangerous is the Nidhogg. It will probably go after this. It's a shame. But yeah, wow, already lost them. It's only round 3. It has Hellstorm? Probably maxed out Hellstorm, like 6-shot Hellstorm, I would imagine. I'm so glad. Well, I shouldn't say it yet. I'm like, there's still a chance you might not survive this. Use standard.
Cry havoc.
Upper foot destroyed. Foot destroyed.
Like that shot. Orders. Got it, Commander.
I mean, honestly, since it's shut down, it's much
don't say you're
easier
sorry.
to work with.
He's been trying to get us killed ever since we landed.
Tanks are faster than any other
Okay.
tanks in theater of operation.
Pick a
Forward
target,
or back.
you or you. Let's go for the Nidhogg. It's shut off. It's not at risk of escaping yet.
Commander. On the move. Full speed.
Yeah, let's finish it off.
Firing.
Engine crit, head hit.
Good.
It probably hit multiple times. This doesn't count as multiple times. But yeah, I need to get rid of that. The Polis, oof. The threat.
Roger.
I mean, it should be almost out of ammo, but yeah, the reason that wasn't part of my plan. Oh, so they have Gladiator. They have a pretty strong force back there as well. Well. Oh, that was easy. You let it destroy itself and you're like, profit. Yeah, I need to get rid of that helipolis. It might not have any more ammo. I would think it would have gone through all of it. Phoenix, Gladiator. I would rather get rid of it. I mean, I still need a proper answer for the Nidhogg. Maybe I should send the Wrecker. Oh, of course they're going for the other Heeltron.
Something you want done?
Because why wouldn't they?
Roger. Full speed. That's right. I think I hit something. Yes, Commander.
Oh, it's interesting.
I think things are
Taking more damage than I thought it did. I guess because I guess area units, they have the center portion. The rest of it, if you break open that, they're done. I mean, I want to get rid of both of those.
Looks like we're gonna find ourselves another bridge. Tanks are faster than any other tanks in theater of
Yeah,
operation.
you have a better chance of just outright getting rid of it. Like that.
He got decapitated.
I mean, if the flak has good odds, I'll probably go for the cavalry to speed things up a bit.
fire. All weapons
Or not. I don't need that.
down.
Wait, does it have a thunderbolt too? Oh wow, you are... Oh wait, no. I was like, you are in trouble if I could do a direct fire.
Welcome, my Alpha Street.
Right through your rear. That would hurt. Say the very least.
They're flanking.
So I did lose one of my
40.
harder hitting units. Unfortunately, but life goes on.
Waiting for order.
Life will go on. Wow, you are unlucky. Get blasted by those.
That's a kill. Waiting for.
I was like, wait a minute. Not behind it?
Putting one back.
Get rid of the Bellerophon. I mean, there's an archer further back.
Have multiple weapons.
If we're late, it's because we're dead.
Go after... It probably can't survive this. Probably. Never mind. It's still fine. Oh no, the Phoenix. I don't think I have anyone at 19 initiative.
Back.
Oh, I got hit hard enough that his turn got pushed back a bit. Got it.
Cobra strikes.
I mean, so far my archer has been doing some great work for me.
Acknowledge.
Very good. Knock it down. I actually think that was a full helipolis. If I want one. I mean, I don't need another one. I haven't been using the other one very much. Yeah, I cleared out most of the enemies. Like that Griffin got pretty unlucky. Getting streaked like that, oof. That is not the way to go. I mean, the Nidhogg has unloaded most of its, I think all of its missiles. Yeah. So at this point, just letting it distract the enemy. While my other units clean up the rest of it is probably good. Phoenix. I mean, they might use up most of their missiles too. There's no way. Okay, it generates a very tiny amount of heat. I love how they still miss most of those. I'm actually fine with that. Yeah, if most of them just do the...
Commander.
If most of them just pepper that. Like I'm hoping it would just they will focus on the Nidhogg, and eventually it gets to the point where they have their backs turned and like.
Oh yeah, man. I mean,
Clean them up.
no sweat, you know.
That'd be ideal. Go here.
Live to serve.
Okay, you are too far.
Understood.
I still find it
Fast.
crazy the range of the thumper.
Affirmative.
Let me check something quick.
Good to go.
It does feel like the mortar, even if it misses, it does like a tiny amount of damage. I mean, you two are so close together.
Punching all the buttons.
I wonder if there are FCSs or cockpits. Do more stability damage.
Ready to get on.
Maybe? Maybe you're gonna turn your back. Then. Oh, come on. That was 2 and 3 chance. Of course, I hit the 33%.
Negative waves.
Tanks are faster than any other tanks in theater of operations. Forwards or backwards.
Gladiator. I mean, now it's really juicy because now they could hit the rotor and the Nidhogg is pretty much dead. Wait, what? Did you hit it?
Firing.
It's probably gonna hit you with the...
Now let's see
Artemis.
how you handle this.
I actually don't know if it has Artemis. I'm just assuming it does. Yeah, all of these missiles they're firing.
Yes, Commander.
Our missiles not fired at my other... Wait, is there a juicier target? Why not?
Roger that.
Just so I hit something. Well, no rotor crit. A rotor crit is generating like GG or
Not much armor left.
Nidhogg.
Ready for war.
Its speed is everything for
Double
it.
time. Let's go. Good to go.
Oh, I was like, really?
Full speed.
Let's go here. Get in the back or try to. There, we got it. Now that structure is exposed, that's really bad news for it. Because something like a mortar is I mean, I still can't hit it. I will soon. It's not right now. Okay.
Ready for orders.
Go here.
On the move.
I'm still waiting.
All weapons are cold.
Like the drop here is actually protecting my units. You are very lucky, my bandit can't hit you. Otherwise, you are going to be in a world of hurt. And I even get the side. Oof, that is bad for it. I'm like, you might barely survive that, but yeah. I wouldn't count on it. Come on, of course they put two this close together.
Firing all weapons.
To get the most out of them. It might be like SRM2, I would imagine. Oh, we'll see.
Standing by.
Yeah.
No shooting, just running.
Still need more time to get into position.
Yes, Commander.
Alright.
Got the angle.
Keep annoying them. If you can hit them, that's even better. Oh, I was like, oh yeah, just turned the wrong way. Because if you are, you are screwed. Oh, you're in so much trouble.
Let's go. Aging target.
Especially when I have a record that might be close enough to actually use some pretty devastating damage from the rear. Yeah, you don't want to group up here.
Tanks are faster than any other tanks in theater of operations.
I could go for you, I could go for you. Yeah, let's on you. Not the cleanest hits, but it's a start. Yeah, they want that mid hug done, like finished. Get it out here.
Understood.
Oh, you better hope it doesn't hit. Nope, you're screwed. You are screwed. Probably losing. I mean, if I have an XL, losing a torso just means you're done for.
Will be done.
Okay, and this time I'll target you because
Firing all weapons.
it's gonna. Or not.
Ready for orders.
I don't know why I keep thinking that they would do more damage than this.
Double time.
Don't know why. I mean, it's more realistic when you think about it.
Hail.
Ouch. I almost feel bad for that
That one. Continue.
dervish. It has had nothing going for it.
My way. Double time.
I've been hitting its rear this whole time. And now it's gonna feel a lot more pain.
You like this.
Yep, destroyed.
Solid. Orders.
Alright, let's place the pressure. Maybe I'll take out a leg or two.
That hit something good.
I was hoping to actually just knock it down, but it might not survive long enough. Oh no, the record got hit. What am I going to do?
Crazy. I mean, like, so many positive waves. Maybe we can't lose. You're on.
Tanks are faster than any other tanks in theater of operations. Forwards.
Let's
all
aim
back.
for you and maybe hit that other one in the way. No, actually no. No, there was the height difference. I kind of screwed up.
Acknowledged.
I can't really hit you, can I? Alright, let's go after the Phoenix. Yeah, no, they don't like all of those.
Hostile.
Even assaults. Like you're gonna lose a good bit of your armor if you get hit by those. So
Copy that.
you hit? Probably not.
All weapon systems.
I was expecting a knockdown, but sure, speed it up. Thank you. Game. Oh no, not the wrecker. Now the question is, wait, who else? Let's go with you then. This is snub nose. The Nidhogg could actually get close. Not worry about minimum range.
Got a good angle on it, Commander.
Now I could still miss, mind you, but
Orders. Welcome.
attack
to my
it.
outfit.
Oh, it has a pretty high initiative. I'm glad the wrecker isn't like the biggest. I mean, it has 600. Like the SRM carrier probably hits like as hard as this, but
You got decapitated.
it has like it has less than 400 armor total, and that doesn't help you survive much. To be fair. Okay, checking those. How much else? Yeah, no, that definitely. I think that took more than 20 minutes. I need a timer. I need to get into a habit where it's like I start a timer and then I could be like, okay, is it 20 minutes? Doesn't happen very often. Then when the Helipolis, they want to give me engine core 215. Do I want those? Nah. I don't care about the reputation right now, honestly. Gladiator. Oh, of course they break it into 3. Because why wouldn't they? Grab that. One shot. Okay, it was a Hellstorm. Artillery. I mean, it hurt. Thumbnails PPC. Maybe grab one more. I have 3 Gyro XL. Enforced. Upper recoil plus. Ball liner. I think I have a few ball liners. Yeah, I have 3. So maybe let's go for. Oh, right. You want a Nidhogg. And then let's grab Helipolis. I think it's worth a decent amount. AMS flare, I don't need another one. Why not? Wait, what's M? Old SRDF WASP laser rifle prototype. Sell that, sell the primitive, sell those engines, heatsink, keep the heavy furrow. It's weird. It's like vehicles are carrying the weight for now. I'm pretty sure if I do company difficulty, it's probably not gonna cut it. I actually don't even. How do they count vehicles? Because some vehicles have really good gear. Like they have battle computers. Not sure. Actually, I have no idea. Okay. Diner continue to lose planets. And I'm still taking my sweet time. I think I'm getting there. Of course, they give me a travel contract, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not a fan. Wait, they gave me a travel contract? Oh, for this one. Target acquisition, yeah. Yeah, game, yeah, that I'm totally gonna accept that. Not. Alright, let's keep chipping away at things. That. Cavalry. Oh, they gave me a full Wolverine. I'm also ready yet. See what parts it gives me, and then out the rest. Line holder. Raven. Saurus. Ready that. Medium. Ooh, I have a lot of trash. Oh, I said trash. It's someone else's treasure. Not mine. Not mine. Nidhogg, Seth. Gladiator. Hog. Do I want this? Not really. I don't think I want a Condor either, yeah. Anything that has to get in real close, I'm like, it's not going to cut it. Alright, might as well get a... Actually, it has quite a bit less... Yeah, ooh. It's definitely more damage for these guys. Arrow 4, medium. Arrow 4, medium. Wait, what? What's different between these two? SRM 6. SRM 4, 2 mediums, 2 mediums. Interesting. And how about this variation? SRM 6. They're not even that different. I don't know if I want some of these. Yeah, heavy is probably where I'm going to be focusing most of my... I don't know what I want to build. My tougher questions are like the vehicles. You kept like nothing good. Yeah, and you failed. What do you have? I mean, Yang's getting better. I got a free PPC, which I have 7 of. So, I mean, it's still something. How about this Clint? I mean, sometimes you might get lucky and just find some really interesting things. It's not these ones, mind you. And not me in general. Alright. Was there another one? Oftentimes it's like finding the missions to do these. I don't need everything. So what am I going to replace? I don't need Demolisher. Huh. Even that's still 2.5. I mean, I'm going to like the streak one, so... Is this all I'm gonna send? I mean, I could probably throw in a galleon. Try another wrecker. Oh, I can. Okay. Can I throw in on top? No. Not if I don't want to go past 1.5. I mean, this is still a pretty strong scroll. Quad. Can't talk. But yeah, something I do need to think is who I'm gonna join. Like, will I do a clan start? But yeah, I'm just looking at these super heavies. Someone was posting like putting all of these damn heavy equipment. Like how, you know, like a thumper you could probably only put on one assault, maybe two if you really push it. I guess super heavy just give you the chance to do whatever you want. Nueva Castillo, holding the line so others can sleep easy at night for their recruitment. I'm assuming that wow, that hey Adeptus, how are you doing? How are you doing? Oh wow, this map is very mountainous. Sorry, what? This is you're doing alright? Glad to hear that. I just need to find a place to drop where most of my units won't get stuck. But yeah, just flipping some planets.
I think I just stepped in some.
Also have some. It's really weird. This is steadily becoming like a largely vehicle only run.
Nice foliage. I bet it smells great out there.
I could definitely go after it. I think it's here. Unless I screwed up. Oh, I think I screwed up. Ah, damn it.
Crazy. I mean, like, so many positive waves. Maybe we can't lose. You're on.
I'm worried about it getting away, but it is a cicada. So if I hit it hard enough, it's gonna break. Some way or another. One way or another. I can ignore their commandos or whatever. Like, I don't give a damn. Yeah, it definitely feels weird when I have situations like, do I really want to build it? I mean, maybe once I get like really good, actually, now that I think about it, I probably hoard enough equipment that I could build some pretty good mechs. Maybe you can help me, Adeptus. Build some mechs. I have a lot of cash and I have a lot of mechs, so I need to get the mech built. You really want to build what? I have a bunch of things. Use the cash to probably. I could probably trick it out and build something. Like when I say I have a lot of cash, I mean I have a lot of cash.
Have a little faith.
I think I have like 23 mil. So it's definitely
Flanking.
long overdue.
Reporting.
Oh, its positioning is really annoying.
Acknowledge.
But yeah, I will trick out the Marauder. I mean that's a funny thing. Like vehicle wise, well except for Lunar. Like as a whole, my
Double time.
lineup is looking pretty solid. Yeah, Marauder.
Locked on.
I mean I don't know if I want to upgrade it
Firing all weapons.
further. Not quite enough, but that
That's going to hurt.
cut is in a pretty bad. Like I could build a Mackie. I can build that sorcerer. Summoner? I can't remember the name of it.
Aye aye.
I have Orions. Ouch. It's okay.
Hey, Kelly, what the?
Our target is making a break for it.
Where's it going? Wait, how is it gonna reach there? It has to fight through me to get through there.
See how you like this.
I'm also debating if I want an Ifrit. Doesn't have a lot of armor. I think it hits harder. But there is that. Wait, do you only have... Oh my god, do you only have... Like, do you only have 2 medium lasers? Like, after destroying one, it's like, yeah, you don't have anything else, do you?
Target locked.
Get rid of it.
Tango down.
Holding.
Schmuck.
I mean, in theory, I could get all 3...
Tanks are faster than any other tank.
I could be using all 3 bays if I'm using nothing but vehicles. Oh yeah, I also got a Demolisher Adeptus. A Demolisher that has 2 Thumper artillery. Definitely have some improvement. I also did 1 lunar mission, well, Martian, but
Yes, Commander.
didn't enjoy it. Thumper arty or Thumper cannons? Thumper artillery. Yeah, Thumper cannon I think requires like line of sight.
Firing a full salvo.
While
Hey, Kelly, what the hell's going on?
Thumper artillery is. And were you here when I got the other Shieldtron? I don't remember.
Yes, Commander.
Can do indirect, shorter range, and way less. I mean, you say they weigh less, but like for the Helipolis, I can only put 1 usually. I mean, maybe I could get 2.
Engaging target.
Let's deal with this Rommel.
Go more negative waves.
Oh, you have way too much armor. I'm not gonna break through that very easily. I mean, cannon versus arty. Yeah. Wait, they could be indirect? I thought they were direct. Weird. I also know they like create this kind of a firestorm effect. Or maybe that was a very specific one. I actually faced
Minimal damage on that.
Demolisher with that. It's pretty annoying. It hurts. Mind you. Hoplite. Firestorm is usually based on ammo. Oh, okay. For the cannon, right? Who am I gonna target? Target you.
Good to go.
Oh, a mortar bandit. I destroyed my own. I didn't think I had that arc, but hey, I still count that as 2 kills. I mean, honestly, the mortar one is interesting in a number of ways. But yeah, I mean, I'll count that as 2 kills.
Compliment on enemy.
Unintentionally, but still 2 kills.
Standing by.
Like, you wouldn't go for it? I mean, I like it, but watch me. You're probably easier to hit from the back line.
I copy.
I have a 3 medium pulse and 2 ER medium. Really? I never got enough pieces for the mortar. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, the mortar can fire for a long time. And the crazy thing about the bandit is it's so maneuverable, right? So you could actually, like, if your position is threatened, you could quickly get out of there. It doesn't have to face where it's shooting, so I'm a big fan of it. It's just that right now it does have to compete for I mean, it's also 50 tons. Yeah, great speed, great armor, and they could harass enemies like crazy. It's a pretty big plus. Terrible in freeze. I mean, it's mortar. Let's not accidentally hit an ally. Are you gonna hit it? Oh yeah, I don't think you've seen this one. I use mine mainly as a backstabber. I'll get behind the enemy. 3 medium pulses. So it's kind of like a tankier galleon. No offense to galleons.
Affirmative. On your tail.
Yeah. With a bit more armaments, since it has...
Got no ammo and multiple weapons. Heavy hit, Commander.
Actually, were you here when I built this one?
Daniel.
This... Filtron? I don't remember. Go for you? Probably.
Punching all the buttons.
Yeah, I don't remember. The taser?
Critical hit.
Oh, it's not taser. Well, I don't know. Is it called taser? It has streak MRM. And it has the...
Damage is light. Yes, Commander.
It has a... Is that taser? TSM has mech taser, just without the wire ammo. Yep.
Copy that.
Also slow their movements and stuff. It's a pretty cool thing to have. Rest. Damn it. Let's go after this and hope you get your fire. Like, even 40 of those hurts. Just about anything. Not much can survive against it.
Neutralized. Standing by.
Definitely very fun to play with.
Position
Are you still standing? Alright. You're still alive. I mean, it does have a chance of misfiring,
Yes, Commander.
which I don't think it's affected this turret. Probably. Yeah, I guess I don't really need it. I already misfired once.
Tango.
And that's the thing, right? Because it's a vehicle. Oh, misfired? Well, we'll go back and I'll have it back. Who cares? Yeah, which is what makes this solid one to work with. Like, if it explodes, yeah, it does some damage, but it's a vehicle. Yeah, see, it destroyed.
Aye, aye.
Like, something I don't know.
Target lock on enemy rear.
Because otherwise, I'm like, well, I don't have it in my inventory. What am I going to do? Yeah, this could have ended sooner if I was just a bit smarter. I'd be shocked if it survives this. But apparently I hit all of its armor. Every bit of it.
Salvage that.
Guess we'll be building some
Successful.
mechs. Whatever. Oh shoot, did I finish this too quickly? I might have. Whoops. That 20-minute interval. I mean, that one was pretty straightforward. Focus on the cicada, get rid of it. I mean, its evac zone was terrible. By all means. Rommel, Gauss, medium laser, Intech. Let's get another one. I mean, having a Gauss wouldn't be bad. Have some machine guns, reasonable armor. Let's grab a Gauss rifle in case I need it. I know I have some clans, but I might be building a couple of different ones, so I only have 5 of these. It's probably worth the most, so I'm gonna sell it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that's worth. Yeah, I have 26 mil more or less. Might need that. Alright, building time. So first the Marauder. I don't know. Do I want to change his weapons or is it original setup good enough? I guess we need to see it again. I don't remember. in theory, it's still in this pristine condition. The last bought it for 10 mil. 14. I'll trade out the MPLs for more heatsink. I don't know. Actually, I might have clan or PBC. Maybe Gauss 2 clan Gauss 2. Alright, where is it? There's the Marauder. Actually, it might not even be max armor. Yeah, it's not. Alright, I have some work to do. It won't give me more tonnage if I switch over to clan. But let's see how much I'm working with. I don't know why it doesn't fully max it out. It's a little annoying. Alright. First things first, Clan XL. And then, oh, I forgot the center bit. I should have enough. Do I have enough clan? Max armor is the most. Oh, okay, I see. That explains a lot. Let's go. Clan endo steel. Go. Alright, I need to remove that first. Units for DHS can work too. And let's switch over the weapon. I even got these hyper assault gals, which I think are pretty insane, but I don't know if I want to put it on this guy. I might want to save it for something else. Then RPC. Don't they generate more heat? 5. I guess they weigh less, so I could. I do have laser insulators, but maybe not the right ones. Yeah, more heat, but also way more damage and lighter, which I can use to put in double heat sinks. Thank goodness I have 45. Actually, I should have these 2 clans. Actually, I should have. Okay, what are the difference? Minus 15 weapons, minus 9. Minus 10, minus. Oh, that's interesting. The Exchanger plus plus makes it so your weapons generate less heat, but removes less heat per turn, while Clan removes more heat, but weapon heat reduction is less. Huh. I would think this is better, because the difference of 6 heat, 5% of that. Actually, no, wait. Actually, doing the math, 5%, 5. Actually, the clan might be better. There's usually a missile step between plus. Is it? This is minus 6. Wait, minus 6, minus 10. Like, one just flat out removes more heat, depending on the build. But yeah, 5 extra percent would be 5. Doesn't make up 4, so I think clan is better in this case. And then let's. Why do I have so few jump boosters? Huh. Usually minus 5 is better than 7 extra heat being sunk. I guess it depends on what weapons are we firing, right? Depends on the build. Yeah, it depends a lot. Advanced optics. Good idea. Well, good thing I stock up on those. It's only 2.5 mil. I can't believe I'm saying that. It's only. Advise removing medium MLS. Medium pulse lasers? MLS. Or it's not clicking. Medium pulse. Okay. You can go all in on range. Wait, do I still need this? May replace them with single large or ER large. Slap a laser insulator on the arm with the laser. So it'll be a long range support. Let's remove this. And get double, honestly. A single feels like it doesn't last long enough. Yeah, more Gauss ammo. That's why I went for double. And turret mount on that Gauss. Wait, turret mount. Wait. This? +2 accuracy. I mean, I have the tonnage and the slot. I mean, 20 is enough. I'll be shocked if I have to use more. I mean, I have run out. Actually, no, last time. Yeah, slapping the torso with it. And then probably give it some other stuff. Angel ECM. The last time I used one of these, I just lost it. Well, not the right afterwards. I mean, C3 doesn't make sense because I'll be hanging back with this. And I don't need it to connect. CM. Don't forget cockpit stuff. Yes. Actually, let's do that first in case I want some. But I do advise a large laser. Let's deal with this first. It's a clan cockpit? I mean, I could like put one of these. And or a lot of BCs. I don't think I have enough. Well, I have some slots, but wait, if I want, there's the FCS that controls. Maybe let's go for that. FCS improves minus 10% multiplier. I mean, the jam doesn't matter. Maybe I want to like put you there. Plan is better in this case since nothing jams. Yeah. Or MK2 a pirate. This doesn't allow. Why it's basic. I have this one. I want this one. One evasion pip ignores. I mean, the breaching shot is less relevant. Why not? MK2 is better than clan unless you're going all in on headshot build. I don't think this will be a headshot build. Let's get the sensor completed. Maybe let's just give you that. If you get a BC headshot, you can switch to clan. I mean, I do have, I think, BC heat. Actually, let's see how much. So earlier, laser. Which laser do I want? ER large laser? Energy ballistic. I mean, energy would be pretty good given my focus. ER large or clan ER large? Okay. Last time I used one of these, I lost it. Wait, do these generate recoil? No. Wait, do they? No room if you go ER large. Wait, what? Why not? I still have. Oh, wait. Right. PVC have 1 recoil. Gauss has none. The recoil, I don't really care at this point. ER large. See tracking. Actually, I might not have the tonnage for it. For ER large. Plan ER medium at most. Yeah, they're just way too heavy. To do that. And you said you want me to get BC tracking. So that combined with this will mean 2 evasion pips ignored. Put it there, and then that's it. I have no more slots. I still have this 0.29 out of fill. It's like the most annoying amount to work with. I mean, I guess I could put a upper recoil for ERPVC. Upper recoil and DHS. Weapon mount or upper. I also have weapon mount heat. Cluster accuracy, minus 2%, -1 recoil. Actually, that seems solid for what I need. Weapon mount heat. Takes up a slot. Oh, does it? Okay, right. Yeah. Actually, this also takes up a slot. Covers lower arm and needs 1. Oh, this covers 2? Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, okay. Recoil only covers the shoulder and upper arm. Got it. And I just need to use those slightly. Standard weapon mount may not need a slot. It may just cover the lower. Standard. Actually, I might want it on this side, right? Because I have 2 weapons here. I mean, there's... Take a little off the leg to increase the back sides a bit. Yeah. But it's mostly the weight. I think that's good. It should be firing from afar, so if something's getting behind it, I'm doing something wrong. Alright, this looks like quite an upgrade. Increase the back torso a little. Alright, I'll lower these. Fair, but enemy hot drops are bad. I mean, enemy hot drops, that 10 extra armor might not make a difference. 10 isn't much. Wait, gyro. Oh. Right, gyro. Upgrade your gyro. I just don't know what to. Well, probably not melee. Fence seems a bit odd. Billy plus plus. Defense and stability are free. Oh, it grants bulwark. Wait, what? What do you mean? Oh, is this? No, it's minus 2.25. It has less. Wait. Actually. Oh, I don't have enough slots. Of course. Of course that's the case. Now, if I remove this turret mount and use defense. Plus plus. And gyro is always good. Okay. Especially plus plus. I got FCS cockpit sensor. I have the weapons. Do I want this or remove it? Plus 2 additional heat engine heat sinks. I still don't know how these work sometimes. You want that, okay. For, I guess, dealing with the heat. All the armor except the rear one. And the legs are a bit less. Well, no. It's 2 DH. Yeah, it costs a bit more. You pay the weight, but not the slot. Got it. Alright, I think this looks pretty good. It's a massive upgrade from that default one. Lock it in if I need to change anything. And the funny thing is, like, 2.5 mil is like nothing compared to what I have right now, so that's pretty good. Ugh, get that cicada out of here. Get that out of there too. I don't care about. Most of those mediums are not worth. Ooh, a Ifrit. Those can be great. It can be. As mines. I mean, I could just ready it. I have a lot of good stuff. Nidhogg. Wait, it has more stealth? I noticed it has quite a bit less armor, which is a bit worrying. Also AMS. Oh, I guess the other one is AMS Flare, which is different. So yeah, I got a Mackie. I still don't know if I want an AC-20 Demolisher, honestly. I know the set. Yeah, the Seth is pretty solid. Sorcerer. Here I have Orion, Rifleman, Guillotine, Catapult. Mackie the Grandfather Mechs. Build and sell the Demolisher, I think. I might keep it because in case I encounter other variants, I can use that to build the other ones. So there is that. Let's pass some time. Like for vehicles, I noticed that you could do a lot of combination, and sometimes you don't even need like majority. You can have 2 of one variant part and you could build it. You can build basically any non. Yeah. Because that's how I got the Thumper one. How's it ongoing? Okay. Oh, we actually have a lot of Laren missions. That's pretty good. I mean, I still have some work to do. I'm actually happy about this. Alright, let's do a mission. Escort, recovery, capture base, assassinate. Yeah, I hate Blackout now. they're a nightmare. Okay, let's do the thorn in the side. It's definitely an assassinate mission. Yeah, right now I have a pretty scary vehicle lineup, which is rather interesting. I have this demolisher. Let's squeeze another one on. Or two. No. I mean, I guess I could send an Ifri. But that's... Huh. Okay, their values are different. Makes sense. Ifri is definitely... What else do I have? Galleon, Bandit. I could trade away that for... Nope. Wow, this is worth a lot more. So I guess I will go for that and this. But yeah, there are some interesting Demolisher variants. Actually, there was another medium one. A medium vehicle that I will consider. But we'll do that afterwards. Alright, I forgot. Wait, what? I was like, you could pilot a vehicle. So yeah, how's the assault if we replace the galleon? Not quite. Just, yeah, no, I tested. The Ifri might be like 10 times heavier, but it increases my lance rating by like 1 whole skull. I haven't started assault yet. Oh, okay. Oh, you're still finishing. Wait, like, do you get to a point where you like finish, or do you just do missions? Because you said that, you know, for light you complete it and then you unlock medium, heavy, and assault. But after that, is it just that you choose whatever you want to complete and there's no end in sight, or do you get like loot boxes if you complete X number? You do missions till you unlock the finals. Oh, okay, that's cool. So there are loot boxes. Then you could do the finals and then pick the others. Cool. So you're probably still working on your medium while working your way, and then repeat. Cool. But they do have reinforcements. And their leader is like somewhere there. Yeah, as close as possible. At least I think this is where the leader is. Yeah, I hate these loose rocks. Usually all it takes to get anything stuck.
Reminds me of my childhood.
Nice foliage. I bet it smells
Keep your eyes peeled, Commander. This looks like an ideal place for an...
That commando? No, not that one. Like my target. That sucks for them, but I'm the one who has a jump. I mean, it might have a Angel ECM, and I might destroy it. Yeah, I'm still bitter about the one I lost on the Ion Raptor. Alright, you'll be our scout, I guess.
On the way.
Did they ran away? Oh, the coward! Damn it! Of course it ran away. I actually don't know where it went. Well, it has to have went this way. Just don't know where exactly. But this is the dual thumper artillery.
You crazy?
It has enough ammo for 20 rounds, so it can definitely do some damage. Oh, found you.
Aye, aye.
Oh, it's an enforcer. Okay, I don't know why I thought it was commando. I mean, I guess it's nighttime, so it's a bit harder to spot things.
Engaging. Start. Our primary target is taking aim.
I feel like a lot of these missions are not built like this. Where you can just kind of sneak behind enemy line and then take out the assassination target and then worry about the rest afterwards. Forcer, Commander, Firestarter, Alice, they all got the big round head. Okay. Thanks for trying to make me feel better. I'm still trying to figure out like and to recognize them, but it's gonna take a while. But as you said before, they can oftentimes share models, so right, some of them could be like a smaller version of Atlas. Oops, I didn't mean to click you.
Out. Full speed. Roger that. Like that shot.
Arctic Cheetah. The large laser.
Orders.
Let's focus on it. RXL crit.
Just in. Hit.
Yes, come on.
Well, let's end it.
On the move.
I'm not taking any chances that it might run away. Panicked. Okay. It's a Gauss,
Sorting heavy damage.
but it's
Crazy.
most
Like,
likely
so
to
many
win.
positive waves. Maybe we can't lose. You're on.
I don't think it's gonna survive this
The
round.
way I got to keep them tigers busy is to let them shoot holes in me.
I have to kill Tron. I don't even know if that's the right way to pronounce it.
Going.
NSS destroyed.
That hit something good.
That should make it easier to wait. When I said destroyed, does it mean one part of it or?
Wait your command.
Oh my god, I can't wait. Oh, this is not your lucky day. This is probably gonna hurt.
Primitive.
Yep. I'm like direct fire from two thumpers. It's not gonna go well for you.
Good to go.
Alright, who's the lucky
Let's move.
dart spider? I mean, you might hit it.
All weapons are go.
Oh, you actually did hit it. Ouch.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
I was expecting the 18%. They have artillery too? No.
Up, boss.
Maybe it's a one-shot? Arctic Cheetah, Centurion. No, it's probably just an AC.
Hightailing it.
Unless Javelin, Hornet. Well, let's focus down the dart. Because it's basically
Hostile removed.
one step in its grave. Yeah, now that we finished that, we could have the leisure of just attack whatever.
Crazy. I mean, like, so many positive.
I don't know who to hit, honestly.
You're on.
They're all pretty far, which... I mean, I don't know why I'm playing so passive. I'm in vehicles. Actually, that's the other thing. Like, my characters can't get injured.
Always with the negative waves, Moriarty. Always with the negative waves. Always with the negative waves, Moriarty. Always with the negative waves.
Yeah, right now the Myrmidon does feel a little underwhelming. But to be fair, when I first got it, it was a pretty solid choice. Because over time it got overshadowed. It's a bit like a power creep. Well, I guess power creep is not the right words. Galleon. Well, I'm talking about the Myrmidon. They're a cheap little hero. Like early on, they're a lot of fun, but afterwards, it's like they don't quite cut it. Like at some point, they are definitely your best friend. I'll admit that looks very impressive, but having missed most of
Hit
those.
something good. I'm here.
But Yukachi do. Oh wow. I mean, against these enemies, the Demolisher actually has decent armor, so.
Welcome to my alpha spaniel.
Like for the Galleon, it
My way.
feels a bit more useful than the Myrmidon, or however you pronounce it, because it's fast. I could sometimes make the enemy face the wrong way trying to hit it. And even if it doesn't do that reliably all the time, the few times where it does it, it's great, right? If you have base defend, if you have defend base and then they're focusing on it, you can be certain that it just improves your odds of surviving. Or at least having like most of your buildings. Because sometimes you only get what, one building? It's definitely not much to work with. Okay, you have AMS.
$1.6 million.
Probably
Could
actually,
become heroes.
it probably hit the ones that actually matter. Yeah, Galleon can still be kind of useful, but due to a cap to how much tonnage you could drop, sometimes you're like, ugh. Like if I'm facing 4.5 or 5 skull, yeah, I need a full arsenal. And the galleon just isn't gonna take it. For these small ones where I need something that can zoom around, or even target acquisition, right? Avoid actually attacking, just have them trigger all of those points. It's certainly an option.
Damage minimum.
I'm just waiting for them to go through the turns. I need to destroy more of them so that
Will be done.
we could go for that, but let's go for indirect. You hit those two. Like, whoops, that was an accident.
Bye.
Like here, I might be able to make them to turn this way. Of course, honestly, at this point, what it can do, the Nidhogg tends to do better.
Commander.
Let's not expose myself to all the extra fire.
On it.
No, I need the streak. It would have probably ended it. Saying.
Got it, Commander.
I think it's most likely did. If not, it's the luckiest spider ever.
Waiting order.
I should probably not be moving water. They're so slow. And that's where the hover comes in. But yeah, I remember fighting one battle. The enemy has a condor vehicle. And then literally pretty much is submerged in the water except for a tiny little bit. And I'm like, that's funny. It's literally a definition of we have infield. Like it's literally a submarine. And I'm like, there's no way.
Got the drop on it.
They have everything blocked off so they could submerge that deep. But I guess the game mechanics doesn't care. Can you imagine if we have like a air gauge as well?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, no
I think that'd
sweat,
be too much.
Tanks are faster than any other tanks in theater of operations. Forwards or backwards.
See, they're all turning the wrong way. If I could hit one of them, that'd be wonderful.
Has only one weak point. That's his
Beautiful.
Orders?
You're getting hit. So let's actually move you a bit. This is a really nice group.
Cry havoc.
If the Demolisher can move as well, that'd be great, but it's a bit too slow. It's because they're really nicely grouped up.
Barely hit, Commander.
Maximize the damage output. Probably will focus on the Centurion.
Good to go.
We're going to take half a day. I mean, they're still grouped together, but the Demolisher is just so slow, right? Initiative.
Live to serve.
go here.
Just running. Firing all weapons.
I'll admit that the RAC-5 is not as impressive at times. I guess it's also more of an anti-air anything.
Good. Fast.
Right? Like, Galleon's great here, where... especially when you need just a tad bit more to knock them over. And that is where it really shines.
Target confirmed.
They'll be crippled or dead.
Target.
The M field is not built for that kind of... Oh yeah, the funny thing is I still don't have an awesome. I have a bunch of different variants, but only like 1 or 2 parts, so I can't even build it. Which kind of sucks, but it's pretty funny. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna get any. Alright. Hornet.
Ready for
It's also getting pretty hot, interestingly enough. Yeah, they're not doing enough damage for me to really care.
one back.
And the Nidhogg has already unloaded all of its missiles, so... I can afford to... I mean, they're turning the wrong way. It's doing its job. I just need something that can actually hit it. Very interesting angle we're working with.
Roger that.
Yeah, go for that torso. Of course, not enough damage. Like, yeah, that's the thing, right? The Galleon can be... it's a backstabber, but if it doesn't hit hard enough, they'll laugh it off.
Why don't you dig how beautiful it is out here?
Let's target you.
Always with the negative waves, Moriarty.
I miss.
Always with the negative waves.
That's why I don't like the Miradon. It misses too much. Not its fault. Like, it doesn't have battle computers. It doesn't have stuff that help it be more accurate. Let's fire at you. Explosion. Oh, he's gone. Good. Good, good, good. Already wasting plenty of my time.
Roger that.
I show your rear to these guys. That's like the ultimate disrespect and also a very gutsy move.
Sensors locked on.
The other one...
Pass, Chief. Your spaniel.
I mean, I could, in theory, attack it with a demolisher.
Confirmed.
I hit the Arctic cheetah by accident? Huh. Interesting. But yeah, early game Galleons are like king.
Systems holding.
When you really think about it. They have the most basic weapon that gets the job done. They're maneuverable, which is not something you could say about most of... I mean, I guess early on everything's light, so everything's maneuverable. But if you could get behind the enemy without, like, it doesn't even need to face the enemy. That's the problem with the hunter. It has to face the enemy, which just certain things are less viable.
Aye, aye.
Let's focus on the Hornets.
Reporting critical hit.
Go more negative waves.
Are you gonna miss this too?
Crazy. Could probably use some.
Wait your command.
Rest. Let's focus it down. 'Cause why not? Not knocked down yet?
That hit.
Okay. Since I can't quite tell if you need one more hit. Knock them down.
Yes, Commander.
Arctic Cheetah will probably be dealt with very
Double down.
quickly.
Let's go.
So let's get rid of the Hornet.
Let's target.
Actually, I find having the sensor lock on the Electron is way to go. Instead of waiting and hoping I have someone with sensor lock before them,
Waiting order.
I could have more control.
Go, go.
Let's make you much easier to hit.
Got a sensor lock. Wilco.
Or slightly easier. Not seeing that there.
Command.
Wait, can I do direct? No. I don't want the maximum. No, probably.
Punching all the buttons.
Kinda hit it.
Orders. I am the wind.
Honestly, at this point, it's probably more fun doing this.
Primitive.
I missed most of them. That's also fine. I would have preferred if I could have at least eliminated its evasive. Because the directed just wasn't showing hit chances right. I mean, the issue I thought it wasn't hitting is because it wasn't showing line of fire. Like I didn't see a red line going, or was there red? I wasn't seeing a line, so it's like, yeah, you probably usually that's like, yeah, you don't have direct fire, or at least you don't have the ability to hit it.
Target lock on enemy 6.
Yes, Commander.
All right, just do that. Yeah, sometimes Thumper is a bit weird.
Now let's see how you handle this.
Annex.
I'm telephoning you from a cafe about 10 miles south of Masurier, and I wondered if you could do me a favor.
I mean, the only reason I bring the Myrmidon at this point of the game, or at least in any of my fights,
Got it, Commander.
because they're a decent mine remover.
Hit something good.
Okay, actually that is a decent target.
Firing all buttons.
Commander.
Could go for you, or I could go for you. Let's go for you.
Welcome.
I want to accidentally destroy my galleon. I know I don't lose much, but I feel bad about it. Let's go for you.
Firing on target.
Damn it. If you could just have unloaded one salvo? They even call that salvo. The missiles, it would have been gone. Yeah, it doesn't have enough front armor after that. Well, looks like the galleon might be right in the line of fire. And I'm just surprised it hasn't jammed.
Firing all
Yeah, it's gone. Unless it literally has. Sliver health.
Got the engine. And go down.
Like literally impossible to detect. Thankfully that's not the case. But yeah, I've noticed that with the Thor I played in my last playthrough. The thumper is sometimes not clear. Sometimes you think you can hit directly and then the game is like, no, you can't. Alright. Arctic Cheetah, infield. Oh, that's a nice one. They give me a Gauss Rifle Blackwell. Very good. Heavy laser deals superior damage but -1 accuracy. That doesn't sound great. Improved combat shield. I mean, I know it's a 2-ton, but and a hatchet. Wait, they had a melee? I'm like, wait, what? They had a what? Rangefinder. Okay. Weapon mount recoil. I think I'm fine for Gauss ammo right now. I have 8 of those. And I have 6 MSC of those. Actually, some more clan double heatsink is actually not a bad idea. In case I want to use the clan double heatsink kits. It will provide me with some. Sell that. I have 4 of those, I don't need more. It was an alright haul. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't terrible either. And I think I could fit one more battle for this stream. I'll do one of those lower ones and see what happens. I still don't think it'll be enough to flip this planet. I mean, that mission was, what, 2.5 skulls? Clan Diamond Shark are facing off against Merrick. It's either that or they're like fixing up their borders, I don't know. 32. Oh, Laren are actually working on this. Water World. Actually, I could clean my storage after I end the stream. No point for everyone else to watch me clean it out. Not doing that. Another assassinate. Escort. Recovery. Escort is usually pretty slow. Recovery or capture base. Go for recovery. Well, right, it's half skull, so won't be sending most of these. Hedgehog. Oh, that wasn't enough. Recovery half skull, go light and fast, I think. Get free. It sends Spiff. Galleon. And like, I mean, a bandit is. Scimitar is fairly quick. Can I throw a hunter? No. And a scimitar fast. But bandit hangs back anyways. I need something that can kind of hit hard, so there's more than enough. Well, we'll see. But yeah, this is still bandit. I mean, I didn't bring bandit. Like, it's fast. No, what? I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that its speed isn't very useful here because it doesn't have the armaments meant for closer. Not just fast, it's durable. Yeah. It's just that since I carry mortars, I'm not gonna send it, you know, to go in close and personal with the enemy, right? It's gonna hang back anyways. But yeah, watch them give me some nasty surprise. Like, sometimes the game is so generous. It would have made the best asset carrier have the... I mean, I still want to destroy them. Because if there's one thing I've learned from online maps, is recovery. If I can hang back and hide behind, all the better. The one thing I learned from these online is that there are some really good stuff you could find. Target area, where's the secondary? I guess I could always put it on a air unit. It really depends on what they field, honestly.
Good spot to work on a tank.
Not very impressed already.
Yeah, let's just
I just don't want them to get like the first shot off.
Dancing so fast that everyone's knocking themselves out to be heroes. We are holding.
You can just wipe them all out. Yeah. Let's reserve a bit more. I want to maximize the potential damage I could do first round.
Roger. Full speed.
Actually, you might fly over something, so you might not be able to hit it. Never mind. I mean, you did flew over the striker, but...
Acknowledged.
No chance, man. No, they both had it. One of them's in the river and the other one's on the other side, burning.
I will admit, the flames are a bit annoying because they're all gonna take some damage, but... We'll live. Yeah, the scimitar is fast, but ooh, that AC 10 is is a bit. Wait, the AC? No, AC 5, not AC 10. If it has an AC 5, ooh, that would be deadly.
Primitive.
Let's see if I can figure out how to use the Ifrit. So it has Bomb, Inferno. It has a lot of SRM. Like, damn.
Target confirmed. Flamer's empty.
What's up, boss?
It looks a lot cooler than it really is.
Copy that.
But yeah, I'm not expecting these fights to be difficult. But if they have more reinforcements, it's less of the difficulty aspect, but more of time aspect.
I await your command.
Can I really not see anything?
Away. Double time. Confirmed.
Structure exposed.
Flamer's empty.
You can focus. They have good odds against that now. Alright, deal with the striker first. Shouldn't survive this.
Vehicle fragged.
At least not that close of a range. Oh, I didn't even see it there, Dart. Sorry. Here, let me make up for you.
Double time.
You're the one that prevented me from dropping right there. Oh shoot, did the game crash on me? Frozen? I mean, I didn't exactly restart enough times. Oh,
Scored a critical hit.
well, after like 5 or 6 battles. So I'm not surprised this is having some issues. But yeah, the Ifrit has quite a bit less, like 200 less armor. Okay, oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Standing by.
Galleon. Probably finish off that dart.
On it.
Then we'll move on. Or not.
Putting critical hit.
I'm telephoning you from a cafe about 10 miles south of Missouri.
I guess that's a good thing about more speed. They could just get around. What the hell was that? That was sad AC5. Yeah, right now it feels like the Wrecker is the only one that could reliably take out enemies.
I'm here.
Rocket Techie. Let's cast one of those. Wow.
I have become reporting multiple weapons.
I don't know if like that requires a very specific
Affirmative.
hit, or that Rocket Techie is just so weak that it just blows up. Like, oh, it's gone now.
Enemy down. Orders.
Behind it.
Full speed. Firing full complement on enemy.
Actually, I probably should have gotten at the attacked it from the front, because it has a lot less armor in the front. Yeah, the scimitar is not cutting it. You're over there. Yeah, so far my experience with Ifrit is it's literally a massive hit and run. The one target, ruin its day, hit another one until it's out of ammo. But it does have quite a few. Does have quite a bit of SRM ammo. I don't know how long they'll last though. I imagine not very.
I'm your spaniel.
Go here.
Double time. Let's go.
Because this commando is jealous of the other ones. Okay, so they do share. Wait, do I have? Okay, I was like, do I have different ammo? Okay, that's pretty good.
Got no ammo and multiple weapons.
Okay, got rid of that. Who's left? Oh, you. Phoenix. I was like, is there still anyone left? I didn't put down these mines. Wait, air units can do recovery, right? I'm like, if that's their plan, just actually it might have been built in. Sometimes there are mines set up. I don't know if they're like completely intentional or not.
Copy that.
I think they can.
Yes, come on.
The irony is the Wrecker is probably one of the more tanky units here.
The secondary asset has been secured.
Got it, command.
Want to bully that Phoenix. The best of my abilities. It does have jump jets, so it might still get out of it pretty easily. Actually, this will remove the mines, so... Well, if I don't use that or this... Actually, maybe I should have just unloaded everything. Yeah, I forgot this guy
Yes, command.
doesn't have that much health.
Aye, aye.
Oof. Yeah, this looks like a nightmare if you have only ground vehicles, mind you.
Go on, get down into your hole.
Scimitar.
Tanks are faster than any
Go
other tanks
here.
in operations. Forwards or backwards.
Just give you that. Maybe I'll get up, run through the mines, regret his life choices, and be like, oh, time to leave. Oh, I'm glad I put down the mines.
Continue.
I mean, it's still not giving up, mind you. 4, 4, 6, that's 14. Oh wait, no, 4, 4, 6, 6, so that's 20. Yeah, you go through that supply pretty quickly.
Mech destroyed.
Ready for orders.
This would be a legitimate strategy, right? Just mine that entire thing because you're like, I don't give a damn.
Commander. Okay, taking a protective stance. We have the asset, command.
That was pretty straightforward. I actually do find it weird how... I mean, I guess they could still drop reinforcements. Otherwise, I'm like, if you destroy everything, you should be able to recover everything. Because there's like literally no opposition. But how'd they do it? Will this flip it? Probably not. It'll be close. I also don't like the fact that the lunar slash Martian planet is they're not fortifying yet. They're strengthening their position and they're gonna fortify it. And I'm like, I don't want to deal with it. I would rather just convert the other ones. Worry about that another time. MG lights. 5 mml. Another Thunderbolt 10 actually isn't a bad idea. I have ammo. Just don't quite have. Oh, tandem. Some more ammo. Plenty of those. What do you mean make posts? Wait, what? Wait, there's make posts SRM? I didn't even know. I just skipped over it. I was like, make posts. I'm like, I didn't see make posts. So generates heat. It also applies. That's actually pretty good. It reduces enemy cooling efficiency by 2%. Whoa, that's actually. I may have plenty of infernos. Wow. That's actually a bit broken to a certain extent. I like it. Yeah, no, I thought it was just, you know. Wait, does that mean there's Meg posts LRM too? It's possible, I guess. Maybe. Maybe not. Like LRM already has Hydra and stuff. Oh, there is. Ooh. I'm just assuming they're very rare. Or at least for the lower skulls. Meg posts LRMs, not sure about MRMs or H. I think MRMs, especially when you have like those stack of fire 40 missiles, that might be a bit much. Can you imagine streak MRM 40 with that ammo? If you hit, that's 80 heat. That is, oh man. That is one bloody of a. But yeah, someone is working hard on this. Kudos to them. I'm like, they can have it. It's so much lower on my priority. That was weird. Arcade. You know where the Steiner capital is? I actually don't know. I'm assuming it's one of these. Yeah, probably that. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you, Adeptus, for tagging along once again. I hope you have a good night. I hope to stream a bit more tomorrow. Or at least Roguetech, but we'll see. Life is usually unpredictable. Oh wow, my internet just booked out. RIP. Anyways, I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you everyone for watching. See my internet screwing up. This is probably a good time to end it. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you have a good one. Bye.